So now I am going to continue from last lecture. In that we have seen moment of inertia. Now we are going to discuss radius of gyration, and it is denoted by letter K. Okay, so radius of gyration, it is the distance between axis of rotation and the point at which whole mass of the body supposed to be concentrated. Okay, so that distance basically called as radius of gyration, and mathematically it is represented as I is equal to mk square. Okay, so we have to calculate k, that is the radius of gyration. So it becomes k square is equal to I by m. Okay, here k square, so we have to calculate k. K is equal to square root of I by m. Okay, so this is the formula for radius of gyration k. Now what will be the unit of radius of gyration? Okay, so as it is रेडियस, यूनिट ऑफ रेडियस इज नथिंग बट मीटर. यहाँ से भी हम लोग इसको देख सकते हैं, स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ आई का यूनिट रहेगा किलोग्राम मीटर स्क्वायर. एम दैट मीन्स सेंटर ऑफ मास, यूनिट किलोग्राम. किलोग्राम गेट कैंसर. स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ मीटर स्क्वायर दैट मीन्स मीटर. ओके, सो इट्स यूनिट विल बी मीटर. ठीक है, सो रेडियस ऑफ gyration इज कैलकुलेटेड इन टर्म्स ऑफ मीटर. Now, physical significance of radius of gyration. What is the physical significance of radius of gyration? So, radius of gyration gives information about distribution of mass from axis of rotation. Okay, so axis of rotation अगर हम लोग कोई rigid body consider कर रहे हैं, and if you are passing a axis through that body, so it will give the information about the distribution of masses from that axis of rotation. Secondly, it gives location of center of mass from axis of rotation. Okay, so all this information we can get from radius of gyration. Now I am going to discuss kinetic energy of a rotating body. Okay, I am going to discuss kinetic energy of rotating body. So rotational animation, what will be the value of kinetic energy? ठीक है, सो कंसिडर ए rigid body which is rotating with angular velocity omega. Okay, an axis is passing through it, and this body is rotating with angular velocity omega. Let's consider some particle of mass m1, particle of mass m2, particle of mass mn, which is at a distance r1, r2, Rn from axis of rotation. Okay, so we have to calculate kinetic energy of this whole body. For this, I am going to consider kinetic energy for mass m1. Firstly, I am going to calculate the kinetic energy for particle of mass m1. So it is equal to kinetic energy of particle 1 is given as it is equal to half m1 v1 square. It is equal to half m1 v1 square. But we know what is velocity. V is equal to r omega. We know V is equal to r omega. Put this value here. So it is equal to kinetic energy for particle 1. It is equal to half m1 as it is. V की जगह we can write r omega. ठीक है, so it is equal to r1 square omega square. Okay, as here these particles masses m1, m2, mn will perform circular motion of different radii. So r be the r1 and angular velocity of this whole body is the same, that is omega. So I am going to take it as omega. ठीक है, see, so it is the kinetic energy for particle of mass m1. In the same manner, kinetic energy for particle of mass m2 is equal to half m2 r2 square omega square. Okay, in the same manner we can calculate kinetic energy for third particle. Okay, and finally I am going to calculate kinetic energy for the particle of mass mn. Okay, so kinetic energy for nth particle is equal to half mn rn square omega square. This is the kinetic energy for particle of mass mn. Okay, now here I have to calculate kinetic energy of this whole body, this whole rotating body. So we can write kinetic energy for this whole rotational body. So kinetic energy, इसको हम लोग डिनोट करेंगे रोटेशनल काइनेटिक एनर्जी. काइनेटिक एनर्जी रोटेशनल इज इक्वल टू काइनेटिक एनर्जी फॉर पार्टिकल ऑफ मास m1 प्लस काइनेटिक एनर्जी फॉर पार्टिकल ऑफ मास m2 प्लस अप टू काइनेटिक एनर्जी ऑफ पार्टिकल ऑफ मास mn. ओके, सो यहाँ से हम लोग पास देखो काइनेटिक एनर्जी ऑफ पार्टिकल 1, 2 एंड mn सारी वैल्यूज है पुट हियर. सो इट इज इक्वल टू half m1 r1 square omega square plus half m2 r2 square omega square plus dash dash, okay, plus half mn rn square omega square. Okay, so here यहाँ से take common half, okay, from all values. Remaining terms are m1 r1 square plus m2 r2 square plus up to mn rn square, and omega will also common. So, and what is this term? m1 r1 square plus m2 r2 square plus mn rn square. This is nothing but moment of inertia. So I can write here, but m1 r1 square plus m2 r2 square plus up to mn rn square, this is equal to nothing but moment of inertia I. So put this value here. So kinetic energy, rotational kinetic energy is equal to half I omega square. Okay, so this is nothing but rotational kinetic energy. Okay, so it is equal to half I omega square. Kinetic energy for translation motion, what is the formula for that? In linear motion it is equal to half m v square. Okay, so compare this, half half same है, omega angular velocity, v linear velocity. यहाँ पर linear motion में we will take mass, and instead of mass here in rotational motion there is moment of inertia I. So that means moment of inertia is analogous to mass, and basically we can consider as if a body is heavy, okay, then obviously it is difficult to change the state of दैट बॉडी. ओके, अगर कोई हेवी बॉडी है तो उसकी स्टेट चेंज करना हम लोगों के लिए काफ़ी मुश्किल होगा. सो द मास ऑफ द बॉडी इज टेंडेंसी ऑफ द बॉडी टू मेंटेन इट्स स्टेट ऑफ रेस्ट और ऑफ यूनिफॉर्म मोशन. इन लिनियर मोशन बेसिकली मास का फंक्शन क्या है? इट इज़ द टेंडेंसी ऑफ द बॉडी to maintain its state of rest or of uniform motion, and the same is the function of moment of inertia in rotational motion. Okay, same is the function of moment of inertia in rotational motion. Okay, so from this we can understand the analog between I, that means moment of inertia, and mass. Okay.